All right, I am so very happy that you're here with me for the step-by-step training. I'm going to be teaching you how to do your total cellular transformation today, and I'm very excited to be here with you. And I just don't want to waste your time, and really, you don't want to be wasting ours either, right? So before you get started here, I want to make sure that we understand each other. First of all, I want you to know that you actually can get anywhere from 60% better at a minimum, all the way up to 80, 90, 100% better. This is really what's possible with regenerative root cause medicine now. And so, very happy to help you do that and get completely unstuck. You really need to start getting those great results that you know you need, right? And so, I want you to know that we only accept people here in our program who are truly ready to make those powerful changes in their life and in their health, right? And why? Why are we particular about the people that we accept in our program here? Because we know that it's a challenge. We know you're going to need to take little baby steps to change your life. We know you need us to do this work. And so, therefore, we only want people who we know are going to get great results. And guess who those people are? Those are the people who are gung ho. And they know that there is no other option. It's time to get busy. It's time to do the actual work. You guys aren't those people who just do 50% of the work. Okay. You're that person who's really willing to step up and really do 70% of the work, 80% of the work, 90% of the work, right? And as long as you've got great people and good experts around you who are helping you and you feel loved and supported while you're taking those baby steps towards your results every single day, you are that kind of person, if you fit into this program, who knows that you can do this. You know you can, right? Especially if you've got all the help that you need, okay? And so then we're going to want you to give a great testimonial because you're going to feel so good about the results that you get. You're going to be so empowered, so motivated, so inspired that you're definitely going to want, nobody's going to be able to stop you from going out and telling people about how, hey, this really works. But it only works for people who actually work the program. And you guys know that, right? And so we're going to expect it from you. We're going to give you loving accountability every step of the way in this program. And so if you feel like you're the kind of person who will actually take your baby steps, will actually do the work, no, you don't need to be perfect at it. I wasn't, and I still got well. But are you going to actually put your all into changing your health? And if the answer is yes, then let's move forward together and let's get some good training done today. All right. Now, before your appointment, you're going to want to sit down and go over this video training material and also the written training material that we have for you with your spouse or whoever else it is that helps you make a decision for your health. Okay. Because this is a significant amount of energy and time. You're going to have to really love yourself enough to give yourself at least an hour a day for maybe a year, maybe 2 years until you really get your health back. So this is a serious commitment. We need anyone who's a part of your life to help you make that decision in this meeting and in this training. And we don't want you to fluff that. Okay. If you come to your training meeting and you're not fully prepared and you don't have your spouse with you, then we're going to be wasting each other's time. So please don't do that. If you do have someone who needs to help you make decisions, especially decisions involving your finances and how much you all are willing to put into your health, please make sure they are at that meeting or we'll have to reschedule it. All right, so let's move forward. Today's goals. First, I want to give you some awesome testimonials. It's really going to help you to feel great about the kinds of results that you can get. We are going to talk about why you're sick in the first place. We're going to talk about why you really do have to work in a place like ours, outside of the corrupted insurance model, in order to get the results that you desire. We're going to show you the scientific evidence that we know that this type of program will work for you if you're willing to work it. And we're going to give you our unique solution here. And of course, what that unique solution is regenerative root cause healthcare, the very latest science. So my question to you right now, before you get started in this work, is, are you ready to do the work and get excellent results? Because if you are, let's get busy. First of all, I want to tell you about my friend Lindsay. So she came to work with us a couple of years ago, and she says Dory's been blessed with a tremendous gift from God as a medical detective. She's kind and compassionate. She's always been there for me throughout my healing journey. I've never felt more supported by a medical practitioner. And the reason why I tell you about Lindsay's experience with us is because this is what most people feel with us, that as long as you're willing to work the program, we are right there with you. This is what you call 5-star concierge medical help. This is not your average just go to a naturopath once a month, okay? We really want to be right there with you. I want to be the scientist in your back pocket. My whole team is loving and caring and wants you to get excellent results. And so it's a completely different experience working here with us. Most of us have already been through very severe health issues, and we have walked on the other side of fixing those. And so we know how to take you by the hand and help you get the results that you truly need. And Lindsay says, I'm about 75% better, and I am the CEO of my own health for the first time in my life. And she says, God bless you, Dory. And this is Christy. She says she absolutely loves Dory's confidence in finding our root causes. Yes, I do guarantee that for you. I trust her knowledge to get my vibrant health back. I used to feel very negative about my illness, but Dory's bright and positive personality always helps me to stay hopeful. And she says, I feel blessed to be working on my root causes. Yes, you will feel blessed when you're doing that. And I no longer feel like I am a victim of autoimmune disease. Poof, okay? This is what it's all about. You are not a victim. We do find your root causes, and you can take action on those and feel amazingly better. And she says right now she's more than 60% better, and she's back to hiking again. Oh my goodness. Now she's still got work to do, right? But she's getting there. And that's the point. And this is Scott. And Scott says Dory's a genius, but it's not really true, okay? He just feels that way because I was able to help him get his life back. He says she's a real life medical detective who truly cares, and that really is true. We love our clients here. He says he was misdiagnosed. He was told that he has only 2 years to live. He saw multiple specialists, but he says we were the only ones who could get down there, find the root causes, and actually help him to heal. Now he's over 90% better. He says he can't stop talking about how great this program is. And he says, Dory and her team gave me my life back. Huge, right? These are the average results that people get in a regenerative root cause health program, and you can do this too. So now I want to move on to the next step here and tell you what the main thing is that is wrong with you. Why did you get sick in the first place? We know this scientifically about everyone. It's not just you, because we have over 600,000 research studies that prove it, okay? So, and I'm sure you've probably learned this already in your own research, that it's all about chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the main problem why you got sick in the first place, okay? It's the main thing that causes autism and cancer and overweight and autoimmune disease and diabetes and heart disease and even ADHD in kids and on and on and on and on and on. Every single disease that has been studied has its main problem rooted in chronic inflammation. But your next question should be this: well, Dory, if it's chronic inflammation, why in the heck do I have chronic inflammation? That's what we're here to help you figure out. Okay. And so, first, before we get to that very critical why do I have chronic inflammation, I want to talk to you a little bit about the difference between what you have been doing in the past that hasn't yet worked. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here in front of me right now, and what will work for you. And it will work for you as long as you are willing to do the work. Okay. And so there is a big difference between what you have been doing with conventional medicine. Even some functional and integrative doctors are still doing things differently than the way we do them here with the latest science. So let's look at the difference between the two. First of all, you know this, we know this, we know that right now your check engine light is on, okay? That's why you have symptoms. You've got chronic inflammation and it's turning on your check engine light. Okay. Now, if your check engine light went on in your car, would you take your car to the mechanic or would you try to fix it yourself? Unless you're a mechanic, that would not be a wise thing to do. You really do need to take it to the mechanic. Now, that's the expert who knows how to fix your car, right? Now, what if the expert said, let's just put a Band-Aid on it. We don't really need to fix the real problem underneath your hood. You wouldn't stand for that. And that's what doctors do. Unfortunately, that's what some functional medicine doctors and integrative doctors and naturopaths are still doing as well. And they're not really going to the bottom line, deeper root causes. Now, they are helping you with gut health and a little bit of detoxing and maybe giving you back some of those cellular nutrients that you need. But it's not enough. And that's why you're here with us right now. That's why you're seeking out a scientist to help you at those deeper root cause levels, to help you at the cellular level, to help you at the genetic level, to help you at the hormonal level, to help you at the biochemical level. Okay. These are all levels that are extremely important for you to get to if you really want to get well. You can't stay at the surface level of the gut microbiome. You can't do that. It's not enough. You will fix your gut and a year later you'll be back because you didn't really fix what caused your gut microbiome to get wonky in the first place. And I hope that makes sense to you because that's the truth according to the latest science. And the difference between what you've been doing before and what we're going to do for you now is before it's okay, it's you got a crisis, you got a symptom, we're going to prescribe a drug for you. You are the victim, you are at the mercy of the doctor. Oftentimes they just want to wait and see what else gets worse before they actually diagnose you or treat you. They're going to ignore things for a while. It's very general. It's not precise. It's from the symptom down model. This does not work, folks. You have got to get to those bottom line root causes at the personalized level. We've got to do predictive work. We've got to empower you to learn how to do this for yourself so you don't have to keep running back and forth to the doctor for the rest of your life. We've got to coach you. We've got to do it in a very precise way with very specific state-of-the-art testing that, guess what, your doctor doesn't even use yet. That's how behind the times conventional medicine is. Okay. Even a lot of functional and holistic doctors still don't do the testing that we do here. Okay. I know because they come to me and I teach them how to do it. And so the bottom line is that if you are willing to invest in your health right now, and I don't just mean money, although yes, you do have to invest money. You have to invest your time. You have to be challenged. You have to be willing to do the work. And that's why I keep saying this, because I know you're not going to get great results if you just half A this. If you just do 50% of it, then you're going to be disappointed. And I won't even accept you into a program here if you kind of, okay, well, yeah. No, I only want people here in this program who are really ready to get their health back, who are gung ho, who are excited, who understand that if they put a little bit of time and effort and money into their health right now, they're going to save a lot more in the future. And let's not even talk about your suffering. Okay? So understand, fixing it at the root cause level now is a lot cheaper and makes your life a lot happier. Okay? And when I say that, everybody goes, yeah, of course, we know that. Okay. So now I want to move into the actual evidence. Okay. And look, literally, I've got 600,000 research studies that I could go on and on and on and on and on about. This is just some of them. Okay. Systems biology is the future of medicine. What is systems biology? Regenerative healthcare. Systems biology is looking at your body from head to toe in a holistic way, where we're looking at the root causes, not just the symptoms, and it works. It is the evolution of medicine. It's an operating system, and they call it for integrative medicine here. But what it really is, it's a whole brand new way to help you get the health back that you desperately need. And we know the studies have been done, more than one, that shows that there's an average of 17 years between where the latest science is, where we're working here at our clinic, and where your doctor is working, maybe even where your naturopath or your other functional doctor is working, because he's still learning how to do it, right? Here, we teach doctors how to do regenerative healthcare, and we help the sickest of the sickest people to get their health back again and again. We are teaching doctors how to do this. So if we can help doctors to learn how to do regenerative healthcare at the root cause, then we can certainly help you. And we are not 17 years behind the science. We are right on top of it. And look, this study in JAMA, the most prestigious medical journal in the world, the Journal of American Medical Association, did a huge study with over 7,200 people and found that you get significantly better results over conventional healthcare when you do functional medicine. And functional medicine is just the old school name for regenerative healthcare. We know that there is a definite link between your gut and your brain, and not only your gut and your brain, but your immune system as well. We also know that leaky gut and leaky brain are very, very real. If you have any symptoms at all that are on a chronic level, we don't even need to do a test to tell you that you have leaky gut and leaky brain. We know that you do already. This was proven science back in 2007, and it's been proven by multiple labs around the world. And so it's no longer wondering, do you have leaky gut? Please don't even ask that. The answer is yes, if you're sitting before me right now, and we need to fix it. We need to fix it right now because it's affecting your immune system. It's affecting your brain health. That's why you can't find words. That's why you forget your keys. Okay. That's why you have hormonal issues. We've got to fix this, and we've got to fix it now. And we know that it's a big deal. We know that if we really start working at those root cause levels, that we can literally change. This was a study that was done just recently in 2020, which is brand new science, folks. We know that we can turn people around even when they have extremely severe neurological illness. Okay. And that's the worst kind of illness you can have, by the way. And that's why the study was done in neurological illness, because it's the hardest to treat. Things like schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, autism, Parkinson's, ALS, severe depression, epilepsy. They are the hardest of the hardest diseases to treat. But we know that if we use regenerative healthcare, we have significant studies that show that people get better. People can even get off of their medication if they have full-blown schizophrenia. That's how well the new science works. And so I want you to get excited about this. I also want you to understand this, that this whole gluten sensitivity related to Alzheimer's and related to tons of other autoimmune diseases and chronic diseases of all kinds, it is not just a fad. Gluten sensitivity, especially here in America, is a very big deal, and you need to learn why. Now, I also want to tell you that most people are still walking around thinking that their genes are their destiny, and that is simply not the truth. Just because your mom had heart disease does not mean that you have to have heart disease. Just because your grandparents have Alzheimer's does not mean that you have to have Alzheimer's. Most problems are only about 5 to 10% of your genetics, your actual blueprint, and 90 to 95% the environment that you're choosing to walk around in. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all your fault. Please don't hear me say that, okay? Because I was that person that was very, very ill for a long time and didn't know any better either, okay? But you can learn where your genes are. You can learn how to affect your epigenetic expression from moment to moment to moment in a better way. You can turn off genes that are creating breast cancer and other kinds of cancer and autoimmune disease. And you can turn on the genes that are actually healing you. And this is a fact, and you need to learn how. So now I want to get to the meat of what I want to teach you today. What is actually causing your chronic inflammation? And it's 3 things. And this is not my opinion, folks. This is the latest science. So listen up. Don't let your eyes glaze over right here. Listen to what I have to say, because this has the power to change your life. You must find your areas where you have toxicities in your body. You must find those areas where your cells just don't have everything that they need to function. And you must do something about those stressors in your life. Because what we know scientifically is true. It is a combination of your toxicities, your cellular deficiencies, and your stress that come together in a perfect storm with your particular genetics. And that's why you're sick. So before I go a little deeper on that subject, I want to pull back, give you a second to think about what I just said, and I want to tell you about Pam. She says, Dory in her program gave me answers when I was told there were none. Please don't ever believe that. If a doctor tells you you have to stay on medication for the rest of your life, say, no, I don't. If a doctor tells you there's no hope for you and you're just going to die in a few years, well, they told me that too, and it's not true, okay? She says, Dory gave me hope when I was told I was hopeless. Now, that is a hard statement, right? She was actually walking around in hopelessness, and I know I was, and I know that most of you who are watching this video right now feel that same way. But it's not the truth. As the Lord, as my witness, I am telling you, it is not the truth. You are not hopeless. There are things that people can do for you to help you, and you are in the right place right now to get busy on those things. And she says, and best of all, Dory gave me support when others walked away. And that's what we're here for. We're here to give you that 5-star amazing service, because we've been in your shoes. We know how hard it is to be suffering with a chronic illness and to be gaslighted by doctors and to be just put on a Xanax. And we get it. We know how hard it is. And so we're here to love you through every step of your healing process. All right. So I want you to take a picture of this. Get your phone out, take a picture of this, because I want you to put this, I want you to print it out, and I want you to put it on your bathroom mirror, put it in your car, put it on your refrigerator, put it where you will see it regularly, because you need to know this. This is the latest science. These are the main root causes for why you are sick. These are the things that we're going to use the latest scientific testing to help you to find. And I promise you, I'm going to find these things. I'm going to find them within the first 2 or 3 weeks of you working with us. I will guarantee you that, because I know I have the testing. I know it's just a matter of you giving me a little bit of blood, or you giving me some saliva, you giving me some urine, or maybe some feces in the privacy of your own home. We're going to send you those kits. These are the state of the art, latest science. Okay, these types of tests, we only need a tiny bit of blood in order to see amazing results. And we are going to find your root causes. Again, I guarantee you that. These tests never come up, oh, nothing, we can't find anything wrong with you. That's what happens at your doctor's office, because they're using tests that are 50 years old. It doesn't happen here. Okay. And so you can trust us on that one. And when we find all these root causes in you, then you're going to be empowered, because we're going to teach you how to take decisive action against those very specific and precise root causes that are in you right now. And it's why you're sick. And you have to get rid of those root causes if you have a chance of getting better. And we know that if we get rid of those root causes, even if we only get rid of half of them, you're going to feel so much better. That's the truth. I don't even have all of my root causes worked out of my body yet. I've still got a little bit of heavy metals. I've still got a little bit of glyphosate, right? Okay. I'm amazingly well. So it's not about perfection here. It's about getting those root causes out of the way as much as possible. And then, yes, you are going to get amazing results. I know you are. Okay. So what do we have to look at first? What did I say? You got to look at the toxins, right? So the toxins are those living toxins, and they're also the chemical toxins, and then some electromagnetic toxins as well. All those, what we find is that these electromagnetic types of problems, they really don't hurt people that much unless you've got a lot of these others as well. All right. So we don't have to freak out about using our cell phones or living next to a cell tower. We really don't have to freak out about that, so long as we get rid of a lot of these chemical toxins, and so long as we can get rid of a lot of these biotoxins. So what are the biotoxins? They're things like mold and parasites and viruses and bacteria and overgrown fungus and things in our gut, things in our brain, things in our tissues. Okay. We have to get rid of those chronic underlying, what we call invisible infections, in order to help people feel better, because those little bugs are creating a ton of inflammation. And what did I just teach you? It's the inflammation that is affecting you at the genetic level that is causing your disease. Okay. And so we've got to get rid of these living infection toxins. Okay. Cavities are part of those as well. There's a lot of things here. But then also we've got to get rid of those chemical toxins. So heavy metals and pesticides and herbicides and glyphosate and endocrine disruptors, cancer-causing chemicals that we're all exposed to. But if you have way too many of those chemicals in your toxic load bucket in your body, you will have chronic illness. There's no way around it. You can trust me on that. I'm an immunotoxicologist specialized in autoimmune disease, And this is just the science, folks. This is not my opinion. The more toxins you have, the sicker you are. Boom. That's the way it is. So it just makes sense that if we can get to the root cause of all these toxins and remove them from your body, oh boy, do you get better. You really, really do. And I'm living proof. And all of our thousands of clients are living proof of this as well. And all of my colleagues, thousands and thousands of clients, are living proof of this as well. This is the only thing scientifically that we know works at the root cause level. We have got to get rid of the chemical toxins and the biological toxins in order for you to feel better. And why is that so important? Because guess what happens when you have a lot of toxins in your body? They bind to your cellular receptors, okay? And they block the way the cells work. Because now, even if you ate an absolutely perfect diet, those toxins are blocking the cellular receptors so that those nutrients cannot get into the cell like they're supposed to. And imagine your cells right now do not have everything they need because you're overloaded with toxins. And so now your good nutrition can't even get in, even when you are eating good things. Most of you are out there eating bad things. And so it just makes the problem even worse and just compounds the problem. And I hope that makes perfect sense to you. You know, it's not rocket science. It's a matter of us removing the toxins so you can get them off of your cells. Okay? They can stop making you sick. Then, as we're removing the toxins, we're giving your body back all that excellent nutrition that you absolutely must have because you're missing it right now. And imagine if you were to go to build a house and your contractor came and said, well, I've got the nails and I've got the wood. I don't have any plaster and I don't have any drywall. Well, how far is he going to get? Oh, and I don't have any cement either. I can't pour your foundation, but I'm going to go ahead and build a house for you. You'd be shaking your head, right? That's ridiculous. And that's what we're all trying to do with our bodies right now. We're walking around thinking that our cells can do their job when our cells are missing multiple things that they absolutely must have. Things like vitamin D and zinc and selenium and magnesium and B vitamins and glutathione. Oh my gosh, and so many other things that your cells are missing right now. And I will find those for you within the first couple of weeks of working here. And we'll show you just exactly on a test, just exactly what you're missing and the exact level that you need to put back in order to get your cells working again. And how much do you want to bet me that you're going to feel better as we get your cells what they need? You definitely will. Okay, but that's not the only thing that we need to do. We also must work on your stress level. We must work at the psychological level. We must help you to feel that you can do this. We have to help you to have a positive mindset. We have to put you in a group with people who get you, and you're no longer feeling gaslighted or misunderstood by the people around you. We need to give you a lot of love, and literally we need to just line you up with the truth of God, because that's what this science is. It is lining you up with God's science. It is helping you to learn exactly how to take better care of your body. And doesn't that just feel freeing? Just the fact that I said that there is so much that you can do. I hope that you're hearing me, because I am giving you the truth of God right now. And when you come into a program here, we're going to give you his science. We're going to teach you, and we're going to make you the CEO of your own health. So you are no longer scared of your symptoms. So you understand the way your body is communicating to you, that you know how to work those toxins out of your life. So you know how to put what your cells need back in. And so you feel totally loved and supported and knowledgeable and strong and empowered and motivated and inspired the whole way through this beautiful health journey that you're about to embark on if, and I keep saying that, if you choose to do the work. So what I have in front of you right now is I have this beautiful program that can literally take you from where you are now to anywhere from 60 to 100% better. And that is the God's honest truth. But now you need to decide, are you going to actually take that next step and do what you need to do? Actually do the work to get yourself there. Okay. And that's what we're here to help you do. Okay. Now, I want to tell you this little story that Mark Hyman tells. So this is not my story. This is the great Mark Hyman, one of the top functional doctors in the world. And the reason why we tell this story is because it's so pertinent. Most people think, and they come to us and they say this every single day, oh, I've done everything. I've already tried everything. So what are you going to do that's going to be any different than what I've done in the past? And we're here to tell you that, yeah, we have literally hundreds of things that we can do for you that is way different than what your conventional doctor has done for you, even what an integrative doctor has done for you, what an Ayurvedic or a Chinese medicine doctor has done for you. Okay? Because we're using the very latest science. Okay? And we have to work on all three of these areas at once. And the problem is that a lot of those other types of medical practices, while they all do good things, okay, they're not working on everything that science says you must be working on at once. And so here's the story. The story is you're walking down the road, you're walking by a construction site, you decide to sit down and you get 3 tacks stuck in your booty. Okay. You go to the doctor. Maybe you go to, a naturopath, and the naturopath says, oh, well, you're low on vitamin D and you need some fish oil, and oh my goodness, your magnesium is super low. Okay, let's fix that right now. We got to fix that right now. And let's work on your gut health too, because we know you have leaky gut. So let's give you some glutamine and let's really, get in there and do some really good work. The problem is that doctor is really only pulling that one tack out of your booty. So are you still going to be in pain? And the answer is yes, you're still going to be in pain because you still got 2 tacks stuck in your butt. You haven't really addressed the stress and trauma side. You're not really addressing those toxins, which are the biggest part of the problem. Now, some people might do a test and they might find some heavy metals. Great, they start working on the heavy metals. What about all the invisible infections? What about all the other chemicals? They don't even know about those yet. So you really do have to work with someone who understands that you have to work at all 3 of these levels at the same time in order to really get your health back as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're just wasting a lot of time and a lot of money. Because if you start working on your gut health and you haven't worked out all those toxins, guess what? Your gut is just going to get sick again. And so what a waste of time and money, right? And so that's the story. Now, I'm going to tell you how we do it here, which is the same way that, Dr. Jeffrey Bland, the father of functional medicine, all the great doctors, Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Isaac Jones from the HEA, Dr. Josh Axe, Daniel Pompa, all of these awesome doctors, by the way. I belong to the HEA, the Health Experts Alliance, with people like Dan Pompa and Josh Axe and Isaac Jones and all of these awesome doctors. And we're all working together. We are all in meetings 3 or 4 hours a week together. And we are literally learning the latest science so that we can keep up with it together and then help you. And that's why a practice like ours is taking all the other people that other doctors can't help. And that's why a practice like ours is literally teaching doctors and other health professionals and other health coaches how to do this kind of work and how to get better results. And so I want you to know that by sitting here with us, you are getting the very latest science, and this is what is going to help you get better results faster. Okay. And so what do we have to do? We have to help you to remove those toxins. We have to help you to give your cells back everything that they need to do their job. And we have to maximize you out on that positive psychology while we're doing it. Take you by the hand and give you a lot of love while you're walking through this healing journey, because it's not a quick fix. Your healing journey, please hear me say this, because I'm telling you the truth and giving you very real expectations. A healing journey, especially once you get to a place where you have multiple chronic symptoms, a healing journey can take you anywhere from 1 to 2 years or more. This is not a quick fix. You are going to have to buckle down, relax, and decide every day, I'm going to take a baby step to get my health just a little bit better. And after a month, I've taken 30 baby steps. After 2 months, I've probably taken somewhere around 60. I am really doing things. After 6 months, you feel different. After a year, you feel even better. After a year and a half, it's even better. After 2 years, it's even better. I am still healing, and it's been 7 years that I've been on my healing journey. And I will tell you, it is the best way to live your life. And yes, you can do this. So there are 3 steps that you are going to need to take if you want to transform your health. First of all, we've got to get some good testing done. So we've got to get you sitting before us so we can help you decide which tests are right for you right now. Okay, because we want you to save money. We do not want you to throw, you literally can throw a lot of money at testing. Well, we don't want that. We want you to only get the testing that you absolutely need right now. Then what we're going to do is help you correct and optimize those root causes that we find. But better still, we can't just throw some supplements at you and tell you, okay, go do this. We literally have to teach you how to walk your healing journey. We're going to be adjusting that protocol sometimes daily, oftentimes weekly, definitely monthly, because your body is going to be changing as you walk through a health program. And as you're doing that work, your body is going to be responding, and you can tell, you will know that your body is responding, because it will respond in good ways. It will also respond in some ways that make you go, oh, now I've got a lot of gas. Well, that's just part of the healing process. And so we're here to help you and guide you through that, so you never have any fear. You never have to worry. We've seen it all, right? Pretty much. And we definitely know how to walk you through that healing journey. So right now, you're here and you're in a place, excuse me while I have little messages popping up there. You are in a place where right now you have no idea why you're sick. You might have multiple things that you're thinking about that you learned on the internet that might be triggers, but you don't know how to fix them. And if we just get started with some good testing, then guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be out of knowledge anymore. You're going to know exactly what your root causes are. And then we're going to get busy and we're going to teach you how to fix those root causes. And that's where your healing is going to come from, because this is working in a very precise and personalized way that is totally holistic, that is not just looking at the physical stuff going on, but it's also looking at the emotional level, the spiritual level. These are all areas of you and your personal health history that we need to dive deeply in, we need to work on, right? We've all got stuff that we need to work on. And so when you come here, It's a full concierge service. We're not leaving anything out because we believe, and we know that this is true, that your illness has been allowed in your life for a purpose. And guess what that purpose is? It's something good. It's the Lord helping you to get to the next spiritual level, to get to the next level where you are stronger, where you are wiser, where you can help so many more people because you've been through something pretty terrible. And now you can really know that, wow, I can handle that. Dang, I can do just about anything, right? And so this is what we have for you here. And you probably know who I am. And I think, we're going to become really good friends when we're in a program like this, because I'm going to be there with you in your groups, plus my entire team is going to be working with you on a very personal level. And I want to be your resource for up-leveling your life. I know that I've been on your path before. I know the way out of your path. I know that it feels terrible to feel misunderstood or gaslighted by your doctor or left alone. And I don't want you to be confused over your illness anymore when science has your answers. I've got the answers for you. There is just no reason for you to be living in anxiety or in depression, thinking that you're stuck when you're really not. That's just not the God's honest truth. That is not the truth of the science that we have today. And so there is no reason for you to stay where you are right now. There are people like me who know the science and who can help you walk out of this craziness that you're living in right now. And so we here at True Wellness Today, we love you with the love of Christ. We are a Christian organization. We work hard. We have a mandate to keep this as affordable as we possibly can for you. And we really do love you. And we really do want to see you get your total health back. Not everyone on my team feels like that. And you will probably fall in love with every single person on our team because they're all fantastic. I know for a fact that the Lord has put our team here together because we just love people. And we really do have your answers. We really can help you. And when you start seeing those results, you're going to get excited too, just like we are every day, watching all our clients get their health back. It's really the best thing. And that's why we all work here on this team together, because nothing is better than taking a person from a place where they felt like they were stuck, where they felt like there was nothing they can do, that they were incurable, to a place where now they feel empowered, where now they feel like the CEO of their own health and they can watch their body get better. I mean, there really is nothing better than that. Okay. And when you're in a program here, my team and I promise you, we're not going to babysit you. We are going to expect great things of you. We're not going to put you in a boot camp. We're never going to shame you, but we are going to let you know if you're kind of falling off the wagon a little bit. And we are going to help you to get back up on that wagon and do what you need to do to get your health back. All right. Now, Google is a danger zone. Most people are out there searching around and you're still confused. Even if you've already learned a lot, even if you've already been in countless different Facebook groups, or you've been following Mark Hyman, or you've been following Mindy Pels, or you've been, right? You still are sick, aren't you? And the reason why you're still sick is because you have not totally invested your time, your energy, your challenges, everything, even your money, into working with an expert that can actually help you walk through your health problems. And you're wasting time just following people and not really knowing your root causes and working at that level very specifically with an expert who knows how to help you. And I know that you get that. I know that I don't have to drive that point home, right? So you probably are not the expert, otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here in front of me right now. But I am, and my team are. And the people at the Health Experts Alliance, who I sit with for several hours a week, we all are. And we get excellent results for our clients, and our clients are wildly happy. And so come join us. Come join us. Be willing to do the work. Again, you don't have to be perfect at it, but you do need to be willing to be a little bit gung-ho about this. Okay. All right. So here we are way more than just a practitioner that you go to once a month. We are good mentors for you. We're not soft with you about the things that are actually keeping you sick. We're going to tell you straight up, hey, this is not working. This needs to change. How can we help you make that happen? Let's work together this week. And let's do this. And let's see if that doesn't help you to feel a little bit more in control. We're going to tell you the truth in love without judgment. We are going to challenge you to not only physical growth, but spiritual and emotional growth. And we're going to give you that accountability that you need, that I needed, that we all need. We're going to teach you to create real assets in your life, because your health is your number one asset. Without it, your life is in shambles. And I know I lived like that for 14 years and even longer. Okay. You do not have to live like that. You don't. And you can choose to step out of it right now. We are going to lead you to a place where you are absolutely up leveling your results. And we promise you that. We promise to help you with that. So I got a question for you at this point. I've already taught you a lot. Are you ready to do the work to get 60% better, or 70% better, or 80% better? Are you ready to do the work to get 90% better? What about 100% better? If the Lord allows that for you, now I myself am still only considered 95% well, but hey, I'm rocking it. I'm killing it in life. I don't need to be 100% better, and neither do you. Okay? You can get amazing symptom reversal if you're willing to work at it. If you're willing to find those root causes, that's the easy part. And if you're willing to work with someone and really do that, really make that commitment to get into a program and do what you need to do to get your health back. All right. So I can probably hear like all the little, yes, I really need this. I really want this, right? And I've already made you some awesome promises, but I just want to say them again. I guarantee that I will find your root causes. It only takes a couple of weeks to do that, really. I just send the tests to your door. You send back the samples. We find the root causes, the lab does, and the lab gives us the results. We sit down together, boom, one huge problem solved. The biggest problem that you have right now is you don't know all your root causes. That is the biggest thing standing in the way from you getting your health back. We've got to fix that problem, and it's an easy fix. Get a test done. Anybody can do it. Give up your Starbucks, whatever you have to do to get the money to get that test done. That's your biggest problem. That's your stumbling block right now. So we've got to get that done, and it's an easy thing to do. Okay. The other thing that I can guarantee you is we see the worst of the worst clients here. We also teach other doctors how to read these tests, how to do the protocols. We're also in with the HEA for several hours a week. We're working with the top dogs in the world. We know how to help you. We have your answers. The only difference between me sitting here being 95% healed and you not being there is that I have the knowledge and you don't. And so it's just a matter of me transferring knowledge to you and my team transferring knowledge to you. And over time, you're going to get it. And then you're going to be the CEO of your own health. And then you're going to be off starting your own health coaching business, or you're going to be helping your family and friends, and you're going to be helping people at church. And it's just going to be a beautiful thing. You'll be at your next spiritual level. It just takes some transfer of knowledge. That's really all it is. Transfer the knowledge, let you do the work, let me help you do the work. You're going to get there. And I also promise that you're never going to be alone. Almost everyone on my team were brought to us specifically because we've all walked through terrible chronic illnesses, except maybe one person on my team has not, right? I mean, we know how you feel. We know the emotions of it. We know the hell of it. We know how hard it is. But you're never going to feel alone here. We are here for you, and we understand you, and we are going to take you by the hand. We are going to love you with the love of Christ, and we are going to lead you on your health journey out of the mess, out of the being stuck, and into a much, much, much happier place. That's our promise to you. All right. So step one, we got to get some testing ordered for you. And in order to do that and help you save money, I mean, we could just tell you a whole bunch of tests to get done, but really better for you to sit down with us so that we can look at your situation, decide what's best for you right now, and then order only the tests that you need right now so that you can save money. So we have several different testing packages that we like to start people off with, but again, it's really going to depend on you and your personal situation. And so I'm just going to walk through a few of these just so you can get an idea, but this is not all we have, okay? We have every state-of-the-art scientific test available at our fingertips for whatever you may need. These are just some ideas of basic things that we can do to start that make a huge difference in the way that you feel. And so our silver package is finding all of those cellular deficiencies that I was talking to you about. Now, this is a gold standard functional medicine testing. It is what every single person, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, every single person scientifically should be doing a test like this at least once a year, so that we can biohack and see where you're at and fix those deficiencies, okay? And that's how people are going to be as healthy as possible their entire lives, if we could just get people to do this. We have the knowledge, it's just that people don't know that this is available. And so in a test like this, we're looking from top down. We're looking at your brain health, your gut microbiome health, your micronutrient and nutrition markers. And every little detail about that. We're looking at all your organic acids and metabolism markers, which tell us exactly how well your cells are functioning, all of your inflammation markers, and the toxic overload markers, which are extremely important. We have to be working at this level in order for you to get your health back. And so this is a bottom line test that everyone needs. Then the next level up is we want to look at all those chemical and mold toxins. So we're talking about the heavy metals and the environmental toxicants and the endocrine disruptors and the pesticides and the herbicides and all those many terrible mold mycotoxins that people get stuck in their tissues that cause massive problems for people. Plus, all of the testing that I told you about previously. That's all together in this package. And yes, we do have medical funding available to cover this. Then the next level up, and again, these are this is a comprehensive package that will really help us get to a lot of those bigger root causes in people. This one includes everything that I talked about before, plus all of those infections, all of the Lyme and the co-infections, the Babesia, the Bartonella, all those weird little mycoplasma bugs, and all of the viruses like the Epstein-Barr and the cytomegalo and the herpes and the parvo and all of that crazy stuff, plus major bacterias as well. And so there's over 150 of them that we know coincide with major chronic illness, and we need to find them, because if we find them, even if they're churning away at low levels, guess what? They are churning away a lot of extra chronic inflammation in your body. And that's one of the main reasons why you are sick. And so these are major root causes, and we need to find them for you. And if you've had some of this kind of infectious agent testing done at like a LabCorp or a Quest, guess what? You wasted your money, because and you wasted your time and your blood too, because literally we know that these types of just basic tests carry a 50% false negative rate, meaning that half the time they tell you that you don't have these things when you really do. And so basically they're lying to you. And you don't want a test like that. You want the latest state-of-the-art testing that tells you whether you got it or not, period. Okay, and that's what we're going to do for you here. Again, everything that we do here can be covered through medical funding. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about our awesome concierge program that we have here. Again, this is not something that you can just visit a naturopath every 6 weeks and get your health back type of thing. Okay, this is not something that you're doing on your own. This is a full 5-star elite concierge service, and it's affordable, especially with that medical funding. But even without the medical funding, most people can afford this, okay? And so when you come and sit down before me and my team, we're going to decide what you need and what the right price is for you. We're going to be giving you awesome bonuses and discounts. But right now, I just want to show you what the program is worth, so you can see exactly what you're going to be doing here. And the reason why I show you all this is just so that you understand, again, this is not some little thing that you're just going to come visit us every 6 weeks. This is, we need you to be ready to put your whole self into a program. If you really want to get well, that's what it's going to take. And so that's what we're doing here for you. And so you're going to get daily personalized care with me and my entire team. You're going to get that group support and this awesome HIPAA compliant platform where you can talk to people in your group every single day. And my entire team and me, we're all in there with you every day. You're going to get loving accountability daily. You're going to get mentoring daily. You're going to get your questions answered daily. You are never going to feel alone, in other words, okay? And so this is a step up, I'm sure, than what you're used to getting in healthcare. And we know that all of our clients love it, and you're going to love it too. This is what's called being really well taken care of for a change. And so we're also going to give you 16 full weeks of training, teaching you the latest science of how to take care of your body. And we're going to make it really easy for you. Now, I know when you look at some of these things like longevity and anti-aging and regenerative care and mitochondrial function and your gut microbiome and insulin resistance, and when you look at autophagy and your hormones and biohacking, when you look at all this stuff, I know it looks like, whoa, like that's a lot of information, and it is. But over time, you're going to learn how it applies to you and you personally. It's going to make sense. We're going to help you to let it make sense. You're going to learn so much. It's like getting a little master's degree in your own personal health. And everybody loves this. Trust me, everybody loves this. Next, we're going to require you to be at a group meeting every single week. And when I say require, I mean it. And my whole team, we will hunt you down if you do not show up to your meeting, because we care about you and we want to see you every week. We want to hear how you're doing. And it's very, very important for the psychological aspect of healing and keeping your mindset positive and helping you to be in a place where you can actually get your health back. You must attend these meetings every week. So they are mandatory. And so I only accept people in this program who are willing to be in a mandatory meeting every single week for as long as we're working together. Understand that. And I will hold you accountable for it because it's just so very important. I want you to get your health back. And I know that putting you in a loving group atmosphere is what's going to make it happen. It all starts right here. So you're going to get a lot of personalized care and mentoring and accountability, mindset work, stress and trauma support. We're going to answer all your questions about your nutrition and we're going to motivate you. And mostly we're just going to love you and know that you are understood. Okay. Now, where the rubber really hits the road is that we have unlimited private consults for you for the entire time that you work with us. And when I say unlimited private consults, I really mean that. So you will be working privately with my personally trained health coach team. And they're working directly with me every single week. And they're working with me in the HEA every single week. So these are consummate professionals who have been trained specifically by me and the HEA and other awesome health coaching places. And they know how to help you. Plus, we have our meetings for our clients together every single week. And we discuss everybody every week. And so you are getting the very best care by our health coaches here. And if you ever need a private meeting with me, if it's necessary, it will be with me and my health coaches as well. Most of the time, that's not necessary because our health coaches are that good and they're being trained all the time by me. If they ever have any questions, they just come ask me. And then they bring you back the information. And of course, you know that it would be impossible for me to do every single private meeting with every single client that we have. There's just not enough hours in the day or enough of me to go around. And that's why we train our health coaches to help you. Okay. And so you are going to get the best of root cause holistic regenerative care. We're using the very latest science, and that means the very latest state-of-the-art protocols to help you get well. And what I said about this is where the rubber meets the road, those protocols are going to change all the time, because you are changing all the time. And that's why you can't just go to some other practitioner every 6 weeks and expect to get well in a timely manner. That kind of thing can take 5, 6, 7 years. And people come to me having worked like that. And then, within 6 months, they feel amazingly better because we're doing things differently here. And you need to know that it does take that. If you really want to get well as quickly as possible, it's still not going to be a quick fix, but it is going to be faster than what you're used to. And that's why you're sitting before us right now. We're going to teach you, you are going to understand your labs. You're not just going to be told something. We're going to show you why your root causes are actually causing specific symptoms in you. That's very important. You need to know that information if you're going to be the CEO of your own health. It's so important. And so we do not limit our private consults, as many as you need, to get well as fast as you can. And finally, we're going to give you a full comprehensive genetics panel as part of our program here, because you have to work at the genetic level and understand how your genes are expressing in order for you to get your health back. It's very, very important because knowledge is power. You got to learn about those genetic predispositions. You have to learn how to correct and mitigate the way they're expressing. You have to learn what epigenetics is and why it's happening. You have to understand the family of illness dynamics and how you can actually fix this for your children and your grandchildren and even for generations to come. That's what the science has available to you today. That's what we have here for you. And so everything that I just explained is worth about $18,500. And we were even conservative when we added this up. If you go to, one of the very famous functional medicine doctors, it will cost you a lot more than this to get your health back. But what we want to do here is when you sit down before us in your meeting, we want to really give you some extra bonuses and things. Like I said, it's very important for us to give you the very best affordability that we can here. And so we're going to give you some awesome bonuses, and it's going to happen just for one time while you're sitting with us. And so it's important that you come to your meeting having done your homework, having prepared, having talked to your significant other about what you can afford to get your health back, because we are going to expect you to make a decision and take at least one step forward in getting your health back. And so we're going to give you a bonus of 2 months free, which is worth almost $4,500. We're going to give you our Easy Jumpstart program, which is all your basic foundations that you have to work at. And you will be working at these for the rest of your life, honestly. If you don't, you just won't get your health back. And so we want to get a jump start on that and really help you to start to see the changes happening in your body as quickly as possible. We sell that all by itself for $1,600 all the time. We also want to give you your labs at wholesale. Oh, and I think I skipped one. I did. Wait a minute. Where did it go? Oh, look, I missed a slide. Did it go there? Nope. Okay, I'll tell you about it. We're going to give you all your labs at wholesale. And so that can save well over $1,500 minimum. And so super important that you save your testing dollars. Now, I myself, when I was healing, I couldn't do that. I was so broke on Social Security disability. I could just afford to buy one test at a time, let my doctor analyze it, and then move on to the next test. And it took me a lot longer to heal that way, but hey, I'm still healed, okay? I still got it done. So even if that's the way that you have to do it, hey, don't be ashamed. Just do it. Just get started somewhere. But if we can afford to get you some good medical funding, if we can really wrap this up in a package for you, then we can save you more money there as well. And we can get you well faster, find those root causes faster for you. And so the other bonus that I missed the slide on, I don't know why, but that's our brain fog, anxiety, and depression program. And guess what? I know you already know that you've got brain fog. You already know that you might be having some anxiety and depression over being stuck in a chronic illness. This is all very natural. It's biochemical. We get it. We understand. And so we give you a program to help you do this. And of course, we're going to be helping you along the way. But this kind of a program you can start using with your family and friends right away. All right, so what we want to do is wrap up a full 6-month program for you with that daily extra love and care and 5-star concierge service for you, with the cellular regeneration training, with all the latest science, a full 24 weeks of group consults. That's a full 6 months worth of weekly consults. Unlimited private consults, as many as you need to get well as quickly as possible. your comprehensive genetics panel, which I already told you is absolutely critical in order to get well. If you haven't worked with a professional at the genetics level, you are leaving your health on the table. That is the scientific truth. Then we're going to give you that full platinum testing package with all of those tests that I described to you before. Plus, we're going to give you 2 months free. We're going to give you that Jumpstart program so you can start feeling better faster. We're going to give you the brain health program and all of your labs at wholesale. And when we take all that together, it's over $27,000 worth of value. But I don't want you to freak out about that number. Yeah, if you went to go work with another more famous professional, you would probably spend this and way more, but you're not going to spend that here. I promise you, our programs here are a fraction of this. And so when you come to your meeting, we will look at your personal situation and we will help you decide, and we will give you a price that fits your specific personal needs. All right. And the thing that we ask is that you be ready, and gung ho to get that 60% minimum feeling better. You really are gung ho. You want that 70%. You want that 80%. You're willing to go for it. You're willing to work for it because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so we ask that you bring your spouse as well to this meeting. If you've got someone that needs to help you make the decisions on how much time you're going to spend on this, how much money you're going to spend on this, they absolutely must be in the meeting with you. If they can't be, please go ahead, call the executive health strategist that you've been working with and reschedule the meeting so that you and your spouse or your significant other or a member of your family that helps you make these kinds of decisions, they absolutely must be in this meeting. If they're not, then we're going to just cancel the meeting. It's very, very important. I do require this because we are very, very busy here. We don't need your money. This is a mission that we're running here. This is something that we do because God told us to do it, and we are busy. And so we want to do things in a timely manner. We want you to show up having done your homework. We want you to show up with your spouse. We want you to be ready to take action because we've already told you what we have here. Now it's just a matter of let's work out the finances. Let's make it work for you. And guess what? There's like 27 ways to skin a cat. I say that to people all the time. There are lots of different ways to get you started. Okay, we just have to find the best way for you. All right. And so it's very, very important. I want to make that 100% clear. All right. And so I want you to think, what is it going to be like when you can truly transform your health? That's the gift that the Lord gave me. He gave me the knowledge to transform my health and to transform your health. And now I work with thousands of other people and transforming their health. And I work with all these thousands of professionals, and we're all doing this together. This is the gift that is available to you today. And I wish we could give it to you for free because it would just make things so much easier. But unfortunately, we've got to pay our people and we have to eat, and we have bills too, right? Just like you. And so let's come to this meeting totally prepared to take the very next step so that you can be free of your symptoms as much as God will allow. And so I'm not going to take any excuses from you. As a great mentor, I expect great things from you. I want you to come to your meeting being very serious about getting results. Again, I will only accept people into this program who are ready to make these changes. We don't need your money, and we don't need to accept anyone into this program. The only people that we accept are those who are gung-ho and ready to get results, because we're on a mission to change conventional healthcare. And so we want you to get great results so that you will make those testimonial videos and you will go out and tell everybody that there's a better way. And maybe 5, 10 years from now, everybody will know that this kind of healthcare is available. That's our mission. And so we're going to accept you if you're serious and if you're ready to get your health back. Again, I want to reiterate, you need to come to this meeting on time and with your spouse, okay? Do not come and then tell me, oh, I need to ask my husband or I need to ask my wife if I can do this. That's not going to be okay. And I'm going to know that you didn't listen and that there was a lot of wasted time going on there. And we're going to let you maybe go work with someone else if you do that. And the reason why I say this in such a loving, straightforward way is because we mean it. We want you to be ready to take action when you sit before me so we don't waste any time. I've got a lot of people to help. And these types of meetings, they're just the preliminary. I've got a lot of work to do with you. My whole team has a lot of work to do with you. And so we don't want to waste time with these preliminary meetings. We want to, all right, we know you're ready. Let's go. You already have studied. You're ready to go. You're ready to get down to business. Okay. We want you to take action. We're going to be giving you specific testing recommendations. We're going to be giving you specific prices that are personalized for you and your needs. And we're going to give you bonuses and discounts based on what you need at that meeting. So please come prepared. Know what you can afford. Know your credit score. Be ready to apply for medical funding if you need it, because we're going to do all of that in this meeting. And remember, if by chance you forget about our meeting after all of this and you don't show for the meeting, it's going to be a sad day. And that $100 consult fee that is charged automatically is going to be the least of the problems, because we're not going to accept you into our program if you do that. And the reason why is because we know that people who don't show when they've already made an appointment, and I've got me and my health coaches and my executive strategist, and all of our time is put into that calendar session for you, and you don't show up, guess what? I know you're not serious. And I know that you're probably not going to do the work to get your health back. You're probably going to be one of those people who might only do 50% or 40% of the work. And honestly, I can't waste time. I've got a mission here. I honestly need to work with people who are going to get great results, who are going to work for this, who are going to be ready and gung-ho. And then they go out and tell 50 more people, right? And they start Facebook groups and they, become health coaches and they do all kinds of great things and they help their kids and they help their family, right? That's what this mission is all about. It's not about making money. It's about the mission. It's about changing you and then changing thousands upon thousands of more people from there. And so that's why I'm very strict about this. And the Lord told me to be strict about this because it is just that important. All right. And so I really want you to be, of course, so excited. You really can get at least 60% better. And you can do even better than that. 70%, 80%, 90%. Some people I see getting 100% better. They weren't as sick as I was, but I do see it. And you absolutely can do this. That's the hope that I want to leave you with today. You absolutely can do this. And so what I'm telling you to do next is you've got some reading to do. So you watch this video. Good job. Make sure that your husband or your wife or whatever family member needs to see this video as well. Make sure that you walk through the training and that you read it and that you understand. There's going to be some pricing variations in there for you to look at. You need to come prepared. All right. And oh, on the back end, I just want to tell you, we can tell how much homework that you've done in that program. So you can't really fluff it. You got to actually do it. And oh, I also need to remind you that there's a whole bunch of extra videos and things that you can watch. You don't have to finish all those before you come. Just, the first few things that you need to read. And as you read, it will tell you, okay, now from here on out, the rest of it's bonus that you don't have to really get done right away. That's just for you to help you to have hope. But definitely it's time to get into your training materials now. Should only take you maybe a half an hour to read this stuff. Super easy to do. I know that anybody can do it. And so get in there, make sure you do it not at the last minute, make sure you do it now before the meeting. And then I'm going to look forward to seeing you real soon. All right. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.